Hello, so I moved you a little bit. I've eaten most of it. Excuse me. And yeah, the thing is, I just really wish it were worth the effort. Like, I'm sure it's perhaps better if you were to just put loads of oil all over it or fry it, or I did come up with this idea earlier about getting the heart and perhaps popping it in batter and putting like chilli sauce over it, which I think would be like genuinely delicious. It's just a lot of effort. And the thing is, like, I love cooking and I love food and everything to do with food, but I'm very much one of those people that thoroughly enjoys like just being in the kitchen for like 20 minutes and having something that's really satisfying. Whereas this takes like 35, 40 minutes. If it's a big artichoke, then it can easily take up to 50 minutes to steam. And it's fine, but yeah, I think what I'm trying to get at is that it's fine, but in my mind it's not worth the amount of time it requires for you to be in the kitchen. However, my hummus is a totally different story. I can't believe that I'm 30 years old and I, with the exception of today, had never made my own hummus. It's bloody delicious, and I'm going to pop the recipe up on my blog, which I'll pop down in the description below. And yeah, it's a game changer, because now I don't think I'm going to buy shop bought hummus, and I can also experiment with different flavours. It's very exciting. What am I going to do now? I've got a job interview on Monday, so I perhaps should do some interview prep, which I'm not looking forward to. But yeah, if the weather clears up, although I'm looking out the window at the minute and it doesn't look particularly hopeful, but if it does clear up, I may go down to the beach for a bit of a walk, and should that happen, I will take you with me. Right, I should probably go and revise. Ugh. Hey, so I'm obviously not at the beach. I actually stepped outside about a couple of minutes ago, and whilst it looks quite sunny, it's so cold. So no, in my bedroom it is. And I obviously got myself a watermelon, because, you know, #veganism. I'll tell you what, like, before veganism, fun fact about me, although it's not actually that fun, but it is factual, I wasn't that keen on watermelon. Since going vegan, bloody love it. So yeah, for the last couple of hours I've been doing some interview prep. I don't want it, and I know that I shouldn't be admitting that, but I don't. Like, the job is actually quite good. It's a communication role, it's with a fairly big company just around the corner from me. The money is superb, but I just don't want it. And I can't even necessarily explain why I don't want it. You know, when sometimes it's just based on a feeling that you just... Yeah, I think it might be the company itself. But I'll go to it. I will give it my best shot. But yeah, I'm just not that passionate about it. But I'll tell you what I am passionate about. So I was on the computer a couple of days ago and I saw that there was an advertisement for Bumble, so you know, that dating app. I was like, what the bloody hell is this? This sounds exciting. And I read it, and they're looking for, what do they call themselves? A global connector bee, which firstly sounds splendid. And the job application, or the job description, is essentially they are going to pay somebody to travel around the world using their app. So whether it be dating, making friends, making professional connections, and you just have to write about it. So I love writing, as you know. I have my own website, link in the description, shameless plug. But I love writing, and the idea that I would be able to connect with people and inevitably have some like really fantastic stories that you can like talk about, sounds amazing. And you can like vlog, and you can write, and you can create like Instagram stories just talking about your experiences. And essentially the whole reason for the role is to encourage other people to have their own stories. Like, isn't that the best job ever? So yeah, if I'm honest with you, I think the reason why I'm not particularly enthused about this job interview tomorrow is because my heart is so set on this Bumble application. So I started writing this application, was it yesterday? No, the day before. I'm gonna send it over. Like, how cool would that be? I just have this vision of them calling me up, just being like, oh yeah, so we've made plans for you to go to New Zealand tomorrow. Pack your bag. Oh, and by the way, if you could get a date by Wednesday and write about it, that'd be awesome. Yes, please. And the thing is, like, I'm in a place in my life where that could be a possibility. I'm single. I don't own a house, although I did have plans to once upon a time, but that didn't happen. But I don't own a house. I don't have any children. I've got a valid passport. Don't know why I'm looking over. Well, my passport's over there, but you don't know that. I love meeting people, like absolutely adore it. Love travelling. Love writing. Like, it is the perfect job. So I actually called up my mum, like, within 15 minutes of me finding the description, like the job description, despite the fact that it was like 12 o'clock at night. And yeah, I was like, Mum, like, isn't this the best job ever? She was like, yeah, it's the best job. So I'll keep you well informed. And should I hear anything, you will be the first to know. Because, like, if I get it, it would be the best thing that's ever happened to me. So yeah, I will see you next week. Peace.